Emergency Street Talk episode!
Street Talk! Yeah!
Welcome to Street Talk. I am your host, Jason, and this is for Saturday, January the 17th. As I mentioned, this is an Emergency Street Talk episode. We had a request from you loyal viewers out there. Can you break down the Auburn, South Carolina game? Written right here. Hot off the internet streets. Nothing is hotter than the streets of the internet, and I am going to do it for you. Auburn Tigers hosting the South Carolina Gamecocks. South Carolina, 2.5-point favorite coming in. Both teams 1-2 in the SEC. Both need a victory to get back to 500 and sort of get back to the middle of the pack in the SEC, or risk really becoming a bottom feeder, if you will. Well, looking at the stats, they all seem to really favor South Carolina. Points per game, South Carolina 71, Auburn 67. Rebounds per game, this is where they have a big advantage. 39 a game for South Carolina, 33 for the Tigers. 3-point field goal percentage, now this is a little Tiger advantage here. 29.4 for the Gamecocks and 32.7 for the Tigers. So if they're going to pull off this victory at home, they're going to have to knock down some threes and not miss a lot of shots because South Carolina is really controlling the boards. Well, Auburn coming off a 20-point blowout loss to Florida, So they're really sort of scuffling right now. South Carolina beat Alabama, but they really had to hold on in a game they should have probably put away early on. South Carolina, they've only played 2 true road games this year. They've had a couple of neutral site games, but this will only be their 3rd true road game. So how are they going to fare going on the road in the SEC? Now, they have beaten 3 top 50 teams, so sort of have an up and down season a little bit going. Both teams really, for the most part, dreadful shooting teams. Neither are in the top 100 in the nation in field goal percentage, and Auburn isn't even in the top 250. So that sends us really toward the South Carolina side, right? They're going to be a lot of misses, and they rebound the ball better. So if Auburn wants to win this game, they're going to have to step up. That's going to start with KT Harrell, their leading scorer. While he's been scoring, he hasn't been rebounding the ball, and that's going to pose a problem, as I mentioned, with South Carolina. Pairing him down with Simeon Bowers, devourer of planets. 6'7", 270. The big man down low is averaging a double-double. But the second leading rebounder on Auburn only averages 3 rebounds a game. This is an area they're going to have to clean up if they want to come out of this with a crucial SEC victory. Now, on the South Carolina side, sophomore Sindarius Thornwell had a really good freshman year. Seems like he's taken a step back. His field goal percentage is down, points are down. Really hasn't come around. Not really sure what's going on there, but between him and Dwayne Notice, they're going to have to pick it up if they plan on going on the road and pulling out this victory. Now, Dwayne Notice against Auburn last year in the SEC tournament had 23 points, 8 rebounds. Another performance like that, and the Gamecocks will walk out of Auburn with a victory. So, what's my suggestion? I would actually probably suggest skip on this. Here's why. Everything seems to point to South Carolina. They score more points. They rebound the ball better. They shoot a much better field goal percentage, although they don't shoot a great one to begin with. They play better defense. Their bench is, for the most part, better. Auburn does probably have a tick or two, and they get more steals per game, but overall defense, South Carolina is better. All of these check marks on the side of South Carolina, and yet they're only a 2.5-point favorite. I just feel like something's a little fishy. If you have to pick, I would say Tigers for the green, but it would not be a very confident pick. This is more of if I have a good streak going, a skip pick, in my opinion. Don't get fooled by the percentages. 95% plus is on South Carolina. I don't think they're that much better than Auburn, albeit better. It's just trying to read the Vegas tea leaves, as I say many times on Street Talk here. Seem like they're a bunch of check marks and then only a tiny point spread. Auburn at home. I know that makes up some of the difference, but I'm going to say skip. That's my suggestion here. If you have to pick something, maybe take a flyer with Auburn. But hope you guys enjoy this emergency Street Talk session. And like I said, anytime you want, leave a comment. I'll try and break down the game if I get it in time. Hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you next time on Street Talk.